Hey guys, it's your girl Coco Kenzie. If you have not, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Oh my goodness, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Comment definitely. I love hearing everybody's perspectives, how you feel, what you think. Ask me questions. Definitely love building those relationships and having fun. Right? That's what it's about. So let's get into this latest episode of Love Island. Y'all see me looking down because I took notes to reference because it was a really awkward, like cringy episode to me. I don't know. Let me know how you guys felt. I just felt hella awkward. Um, we can start with the date between Shannon and Josh. Y'all know, like, if you followed me, then you know initially they were not my favorite couple at all. But I really, really grown to like them. I really, really like Shannon is so grown on me. Not to say that I love everything she does. I don't love every moment, but she's really grown on me. Same with Josh. But that date was not given what was supposed to be given. It didn't seem authentic. It seemed forced. It seemed scripted. And, so I don't know if that was a them thing or a production thing, but just given how spur of the moment they've been with their comments and how um, just honest they've been, like when they talk to each other, that date was like one of the worst dates I think in Love Island history. It was so awkward. And especially when you think about being this deep in for a couple that you think could possibly have the potential to win it all, I just felt like it was just a huge disconnect. It wasn't it. But did you guys peep? I don't know. I'm just trying to see if it was just me. Did you guys peep when they found out that they were going on a date? The eye roll from Kira and the I don't know the hesitation from Will. Will looked extra confused. You know, if you've ever seen somebody, it looked like he could feel the money just slipping out of his hands. He's like, "Damn! Like I've been doing this whole act, and I'm not even gonna get nothing for it." Like, but no. But I mean, I was just like, "Oh, look at y'all shady boots." But also, it could have been side eyeing Shannon too because of the whole thing from the other show. So, but that's neither here nor there. Let me know what you guys thought about that date. I was not, yeah, it wasn't it for me. It wasn't it for me. So I'm excited to see as we move forward, kind of what happens. Um, I'm trying to think. I guess we might as well just get right into it. So, obviously, the cash situation with Charlie. So there's been so much debate with like how Charlie should handle the situation. First of all, let me say this about Charlie. I don't know Charlie, and I really feel indifferent. I don't feel one way or the other about him. I just feel I put myself in situations, or I remember being in some situations similar, because that's what initially made me connect with Cachet. Was like I knew what it was like to be that girl. I knew what it was like, maybe to not be perceived as pretty, to be in a situation where somebody is attracted to somebody else and they make you feel like you're less than. That's why we all connected with her. So I try to do the same with everybody. So Charlie is no different. But let me say this about Charlie. He, I don't know, like he does not seem like he wants to be there sometimes. I'm just like, I don't know if he bit off more than he can chew, like, or just it was more than what he bargained for. He genuinely sometimes just seems like, yeah, this ain't it. But, but when it came down to the cash situation, and I know some people will disagree, but I just genuinely do not like um, I didn't like how she strung along too long, and I think he has every right to say, you know what, even though Cinco is gone, sometimes, just sometimes you go past the point of no return, and I think that's what happened between Cachet and Charlie. Yes, Cachet and Charlie. So whether or not he was looking for a cop out, I don't know. I mean, of course it's possible, but I do think initially he was all in, and whether he was genuinely all in or all in because he thought that America loved her, she was America's favorite, he was all in, and everything that she requested, he was given, and um, it didn't seem to be enough. And so so it's really confusing for me with Cachet sometimes because, and when I tell y'all, I wanted to root for her so bad, like I just. oh, y'all, I just could scream sometimes at what she's doing. But you know she has good sense because when she's talking to Olivia, trying to give advice to other people about their situations, she seems to make sense, or but she's not following her own advice. You're not, you say that and you're talking a good game, but you're not doing it. You really didn't give Charlie the space to make his own decision. It was just like you were doing what you wanted to do, and once you were done, or your whole device, sorry, my computer, I want to be sure that cut off, is doing weird things, but once you were done with your situation, you now you want to force his hand, and that's not fair. That's not how it works. He is his own person. And so in saying that, he decided that this isn't what I want to do. And the hurt that she seemed to feel just seemed to be out of, obviously I feel like it was misplaced in a sense, because I think it was the whole experience, and I think she kind of referenced that too, that it wasn't just Charlie, it was the whole, just all of it coming on. But to say that he did her like Cinco, I totally I don't feel that way. I really, really don't. I think that I really think she put herself in a situation where she played herself, and I think sometimes, and we've all been there, where sometimes you make decisions and you don't like the outcome afterwards, but that from even before Charlie, before Casa Amor, Operation Heart Attack with Olivia and Cachet was about taking chances, and whatever happens, happens. Well, when you say that, really mean that. And that's kind of what happened. You took the chance, and unfortunately, it didn't come back in the way that you thought. And honestly, so I don't know. I just feel like maybe she's not self-aware. She probably maybe the most like self-aware person on that show sometimes, just because I don't think she grasps that what she's doing a lot of times, just the what's going to happen with her actions. And so for me, I thought that it was very I thought it was manipulative. I was not here for it at all. Alana, when she, first of all, because I felt like she was kind of making it a situation where Charlie is not allowed to move freely with whatever or however, or whomever he wanted to move forward with after her. And so he had every right to me to talk to Elena. I want to make sure I get her name right. So for me, I was totally okay with it. And it had, one didn't have anything to do with the other. I don't feel now if that was the only thing, like with Trina, Cinco, and Cachet, that was the whole scenario. That was the whole situation. So of course, you're owed a explanation on who you're choosing. But if we are having problems before anybody else is involved, I don't necessarily owe you who I want to move on with. I mean, of course, I can tell you, and that could be a courtesy, but I don't owe you that. All I owe you is to discuss the issues that we were having. And I just think it's fair to say that they were having issues before anybody came in. And I don't know if Cachet seems to recognize it, or I don't know, like I said, like if she was being manipulative to kind of put him in a bad spot. Now, please mind you, again, I don't have a favorite. I don't have Charlie is not top on my list. He's not at the bottom of my list. Like, I'm just kind of feeling it out. But also when Olivia, which again, as a friend, I get it, totally. So, when she went to check him and kind of like, what's going on with my girl? Like, like, well, you going to talk to her, don't you? When I see somebody crying that I really care about. And he said he was open to talk. And I believe he was, but at the same time, I know sometimes like certain people, everybody has to be allowed the space to be who they are. So again, just remembering that it goes both ways. So when Cachet was in the mix with all the girls, I can understand from Charlie's perspective, it might be hard to go in the midst of all that if she was ready for a conversation. And because last he heard, she was like, I'm done, I can't do this. So, at that time, I could see how he could think that it was not the best time to talk. And even for when she was saying, well, were you open to have a conversation there, right there in that moment? I respect that he didn't want, that wasn't something that he necessarily wanted to sit and talk to all of them about right there in that moment either. So for me, I was totally okay with that. So when Cash went back to Elena to pretty much just kind of making it seem like it was, well, like Charlie was this horrible person and he did what Cinco did to me. He did not. He did not. He moved on, but that had nothing, one had nothing to do with the other, and let's be clear on that. And I just think we have to be fair. And so I thought, honestly, I thought shit was gonna hit the fan when it got to Corey and Olivia because I was like, oh my goodness, because sometimes I don't know about you guys, like, but in situations where, and I granted this was well, younger days, but this seems to be overall a pretty immature cast, and I hate to say that, but it is what it is, and so overall. When you've been in that kind of situation and you're like, well, one situation goes and it's like, well, hell, it's already chaotic. And so when you've gone from the Shannon and Will argument to now, Charlie kind of dismissing Cachet, and it's like, she's in tears. So I thought Olivia was gonna be like, why not me? And then go and kind of, Corey, da 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 da. I was waiting. I was waiting for that to happen. And so it didn't, but Corey still is in this debate. He's going back and forth with Bailey. Now, genuinely, initially, and I'm not gonna hold anything against Bailey because, she's new, you're still trying to get a feel. But I don't know, the episode before, I really got a better feel for her, I thought. And I can't quite put my finger on it, what it is that I'm not loving about this, but it's something that I'm really not feeling right now. I don't know, but we shall see. Um, I'm trying to like if I was Corey, I don't know, and I guess just for the sake of winning because it is a game, I don't see him and Bailey. Like I don't know, like I don't get the, not that I didn't think I was gonna get it with him and Olivia, even though I like them, but I do like them individually. Y'all calling that man Otto from Rocket Power. First, that's just a sidebar comment. Y'all had me dying, okay? But if you don't know if you don't know Rocket Power, look up Otto. Just okay. Yeah, okay, I gotta pull myself together. But yeah, I don't know. So maybe I guess hedge your bets because I don't know. The new guys are coming, and I totally believe that Olivia, as we've seen, she's probably on to the next thing. So we'll probably be left with Corey and Bailey, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see if Corey will once again be friend zoned, or we'll see. We'll see what happens. The new guy, the other guy, I hate to call him the black guy, but I can't remember his name. So I'll say the guy from Atlanta, the barber. I don't know. Like, I know Cachet is crying her heart out, I guess, and I know, and I couldn't really get. I don't know. Let me know at the end what you guys felt because I couldn't really gauge. Were her and Charlie deciding to put their best foot forward again, or were they done? I was confused. I was confused. Was it just we're gonna be friendly and cordial? So we shall see. I don't know because I was a bit confused, but because I believe that new guy, the black guy, is going after Trina, and Trina is going to sink her teeth into him because she knows that she doesn't have anybody right now. She needs somebody to stay. So, Cachet, you better get your thoughts together and think quick about what you're going to do because people are out here and they need them. Trina needs somebody. These new girls need somebody, and they are looking. Okay? So you better gather yourself, pull it together, and put yourself back out there. Girl, please get it together. Like I genuinely, because I don't want to drag nobody. That's not my goal. I just genuinely, there seems to just be misunderstanding, and it's unfortunate, and I do think it could be on some level ruining her experience. I do think initially when she came in, she was more authentic, and then I think she started kind of playing to the cameras and the people and kind of playing on the fact that we can relate and that we were relating, and it's become like a sympathetic victim role now. And girl, pull yourself together. We are rooting for you still. Like, I don't wish anybody any negativity. Even y'all know I was not a Trina fan, but girl, do you. We're rooting for all of you. I just want people's mental health is so important. I want everybody to be okay, have fun, enjoy the experience. So I still right now have Shannon and Josh at my top. I mean, because really right now they're the only couple. I don't know, like it's hard when new people come in Maybe Olivia tries to get with the. Olivia has a choice now. For me, I guess it would be safer to stay with Corey because we've developed relationships with them already. So I would do that, and I would try to find my way to make that work. And I think Corey's gullible enough to do it. I think she could sway him. And but Trina needs somebody. So Trina, you're gonna have to get this new guy, okay? Put your paws on him. That's the only way you're staying. Will and Kira, honestly, aside from the little drama, I forget they're there at this point. So I don't see them winning. I just don't. And that's kind of like Jeremy's not supposed to be there, so I'm not even going to discuss him. I don't know. Some people keep screaming nepotism and he has links to CBS. Like, I don't know. But his name shall not be spoken until he does something, I guess, really elaborate. Right now, he's not supposed to be there. So I will treat him as such. So you guys let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Check you out.